Bigger. Okay.
Hi guys, we just thought we'd jump on really fast and give a quick update with Ellie here. Ellie, can you say hi? Raise your hand. Can you say hi? Hi.
Good job.
Hi. Oh, good job. I've been here this week with Ellie. We all came on Saturday as a family, and then Eric went back with Kaden and Addie on Sunday night, and I've been here since then. Just me and Els hanging out, huh? Yeah, and she had a little rough start to the week. She got a UTI, which was not comfortable, and she had to go on some antibiotics, but it looks like that's on the mend, thankfully. And then her leg had still been bothering her in the beginning of the week. It was a little swollen, and she was still having a difficult time with that, but it seems to be better. Today the doctor looked at it and took off her foot brace, and there was no swelling, and so that's really good. And she last night had a better night of sleep. She'd been crying a lot and in pain, and it was not easy, and she's been throwing up. This is her first day without throwing up in probably like a week and a half, so that's really great. And she had thrown up her NG tube and all her medicine yesterday, I think it was, and so they had to replace that, and that was not fun, and it was really hard for me to hear. I didn't watch. I went down the hall, and one thing that was really a blessing in this situation is our roommate. He was just discharged today, but the roommate that we've had since I've been here, his mom was really great. We actually went to the same high school for 1 year, not the same grade, but it was just a really cool connection. They're actually from Southern California, and they were just up here for a wedding, so she was going through a lot, and it was traumatic for her, and she was there just with her son, and Ellie and him are both 5. So we kind of bonded over that. And when Ellie was having the tough time with the NG tube, she came and sat with me and prayed with me in the parent lounge, and that really meant a lot. Just being here by myself, it was a little more difficult. It was the first time that I'd been staying here by myself. I'd spent the night but with Eric, and when Addie was here, and now that it's just Ellie, we can only have one person stay the night in the room, and we're a little bit more limited on our visitors, you know, and then we want to be respectful of now having roommates. We got a new roommate today, and you know, they have family and they have needs, and so it just brings about different things, and there's just changes without you know, first week, full week without Addie being here with Ellie, and that was bittersweet, and that's been a little bit of a challenge. But on the flip side, Ellie has just done so well in therapy this week. We are so proud of her, so I want to include her on this video. She has just been working so incredibly hard with her waving, with her just doing things on command, that it's just, she's just doing really well, and we're just really proud of her, and her therapists are very proud and amazed at her progress, and they think in the next few weeks we're going to see some really big things from her. And so we just ask for continued prayers for the healing of her UTI, continuing healing for her leg, a little bit with her shoulder. They're going to do some x-rays. They noticed that like when she lifts above shoulder length, it locks and it kind of clicks, and before they kind of thought it was muscle related, but now they're thinking it might be a little bit more, which, you know, it's just another one of those little hiccups that we have to overcome. But so just prayers for that. And she's off of a lot of meds, which is great, and I think we kind of worked it out by like next Tuesday she should be off almost everything except like 1 or 2 things, and then just pain meds for as needed. So we're really excited about that, and hoping that we're finding the balance of feeding at a slower rate and not doing meds at the same time, just kind of balancing everything and timing them right so that she doesn't throw up, because a lot of times when she throws up, it's just there's too much volume going in, her little tummy can't take it, and the meds are harsh on her stomach. Antibiotics are never easy on anybody's stomach, let alone she's got so much going on, and then the oxycodone is tough, and that kind of binds you up. So hoping that we can clear ourselves of all of that, and she can have kind of more of a regular routine and flow of everything. Anyway, so that's my update as far as me and Ellie, and Eric and I are heading back home in a little bit, and Gigi's gonna stay here, and so also just prayers for her to have a good couple days, and we'll be back Friday morning.
and I've taken over duties, as Alyssa mentioned. She took over duties here, and then I went home and kind of helped Adeline's getting meetings together and doctor's appointments for outpatient therapy. So I had some meetings for that, some paperwork to sign, and getting that lined up. We had a doctor's appointment this morning. We were just beyond blessed to have such a great pediatrician who has been following our story, been watching both the girls, their charts and their updates from UCF Benioff, and just knew all about it when we came in this morning and wanted to just talk through it. And she's so supportive of us too as parents. It's not, she knows how difficult this has been on us as well, and she wanted to check in on Alyssa and see how, you know, her mama heart was doing, and just wanted to give her just to let us know she's praying for us and that she cares. And it's nice to have that support system at home too. So tomorrow will be Addie's first outpatient therapy. So we'll be meeting. It's kind of the assessment of where she's at. So we'll see then kind of what they think on duration and how many times a week, and what that's going to take. She's doing great at home. She loves being with brother and playing with her toys, and she's definitely back to her old ways of not wanting to go to bed. And they call when they're doing things that are back to normal baseline. So there's a lot of things that Addie's gone back to, and it's baseline, you know. So those are good things to see, even though sometimes, you know, those were things before that were always a challenge. So yeah, and it's been different coming back this time. Before, I was always kind of lead on when the doctors and nurses came in, and how you know, with Ellie, I'd be standing up talking to him about all the medications and the timing of things and therapies. And I came back, and Alyssa was she was in full charge of everything. And that's one thing we kind of talked about today, that we both want to be here, and it's a struggle because you kind of feel like you're missing out no matter which way, whether you're at home or you're here at the hospital. And when the doctors come in and they're talking to Alyssa about all the updates of Ellie, you feel like you're not up to date, you know. And it's, you can't be, because you're not, if you're not here 24 hours a day, you're not going to have that update. So you know, those are some things that Alyssa and I are working through. We're happy to be together. It's been a few days since we've got to see each other, and it's just been, that's been hard too on our family. And I know Caden is struggling kind of with our new family dynamic, so just keep him in your prayers. He's a strong little boy, and we're very proud of him and the way he's handling things, but he's also 8 years old, and this is a lot to take on. So we're grateful for all of you and the support, and we just love you guys, and we'll be updating you soon. All right, thanks.